Okay, take two. I tried to record this and it did not go well. I kept fumbling over my words and whatnot, and I didn't like it, so here we are again. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for being here. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. I don't know when I'm going to post this. I'm probably going to post this immediately. I always say that. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but then I post it immediately. And speaking of being overly critical of self, there's been a lot of collective energy of like re-examining, re-evaluating, reconsidering different ideas and different things. And depending on your own specific natal chart, it's going to look different. It's going to manifest differently. But generally, the collective energy of that is there. I could have said that so much better. That being Virgo energy, that analytical organization, routine, disciplined energy. But then I think what's funny, and I'm probably just going to talk about astrology. And once again, I'm going to say, I almost talked to the, hi, tap, anybody home? I'm sorry, I'm in a playful mood. Once again, I need to say that astrology is not a cause and effect. More so, it should be looked at as a correlation, indication sort of thing. Sorry. And so, I just want to say that before we move forward. But Saturn is in Pisces, and Saturn is the planet of discipline. It's of routine, structure, karma, etc., etc. And it's in Pisces right now, which Pisces don't got really shit to do with any of the things that I just mentioned. It's very fluid, it's very creative, it's very emotional. And along with the other planets that are doing their thing, there's this energy of... Also, I'm sorry, I'm not making eye contact. I'm kind of just channeling, I guess. I don't know. Hi. I'll get used to it. It's been a while since I've actually even made a video, so here we are. That energy, along with the other planets that are in retrograde, there is this big shift that is available, I'm going to say. I'm also going to say that it's happening, but it's also just available, and anything could happen. You know, the planet could explode at any minute for whatever crazy reason, but we're not thinking like that. We're not following our worst thoughts. That's not what we're doing. But if you do follow your worst thoughts, you'll usually find that they're not as bad as you think. And they're pretty outlandish and not logical at all. So, that was my way of telling you not to worry so much, but I digress. I did pull some cards, and that wasn't really what I wanted to do with this video. But I do have some cards here if you want me to go into that. I guess it would be helpful. I was going to do a separate thing with that, but I'm like, you know what? I already pulled the cards. It makes sense. So, we have the empty room. The empty room. We have the river, we have the temple, and we have the kiss. And starting with the empty room, there's this energy of like... And for most of you, I feel like you have this mastered. Like, I feel like you understand the law of rhythm and stuff like that. But, like, this feeling of something's missing. Something's not quite right. And with the river, once again, I feel like for the most part, you're kind of just going with it. You're kind of just like, you know what? Life is ups and downs. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's not. And, you know, right now it's not so great. But there's that reminder that it will get better. Like, you just have to have that faith, have to have optimism, you know? The temple card here, oh my gosh, I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say this in the best way that I can. You know what's funny? It's not funny, but the desert card is also out here. And if you add another S, it's dessert. The temple card. You might want to be a little careful about what goes into your body. And I'm not saying you should necessarily be super health conscious, but at the least you should be a little bit conscious of what goes into your body. And then another thing for my spiritual baddies, there's something about prayer, and I've been talking about this a lot in my written things on Patreon. Just make sure you're praying and you are cultivating clarity. as we move forward, because once again, there's a lot of planets doing a lot of different things, and it's just like, come on, like, just keep a cool way about you, keep a nice head on your shoulders. And oh my goodness, as I'm pulling tarot cards, oh my goodness, I feel like this is a very stereotypical thing to say, but like, who are you? Oh my gosh, your energy. Okay, so we have the Chariot, we have the Fool, we have the Sun, we have the Hangman, we have the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of things. And once again, going back to the river to go through the theme cards that we have, we also have the Hangman. And those energies connect because, like, the Hangman could talk about, like, being on a lazy river, you know, just accepting fate, accepting what is and what isn't, you know? And in that comes patience, and with that patience comes a lot of wisdom. And if you're a creative, if you are a person who, like, makes content or music or art or whatever, I feel that in the near future you're going to be regaining that spark that you had, because I feel like at some point you were in this really passionate energy, you were really just feeling life, you were just really just enjoying everything that came your way, and it's like something came along is what I'm getting, and it really just knocked you upside down. But with the Star card here and the Sun card, I feel like you have this natural optimism to you, and that's really cool, really dandy, but sometimes it is nice to have a reminder, you know, that everything will be okay, and it could always be worse. And I think this microphone is pretty good at sound cancellations, but if you happen to hear anything, hope that's cool. We have the Lovers card here at the top of the deck, which I absolutely love. And once again, back to the temple, just please make sure that you are taking care of yours. And I'm not telling you to fast, I'm not telling you to, like, do the most, but, like, just be a little bit more conscious about what goes into your body, you know? And once again, try to maintain faith. I know things might look dark now, but there's always a possibility for better if you take action and continue loving yourself and other sweet platitudes. I'm kidding, they're not platitudes, but, like, feel like for some of you hearing this is kind of just like cringe, but there's something substantial about it. I mean, there's so many success stories, so many celebrities who talk about it, so many famous people who will tell you, like, you know, positive thinking does go a long way. Making sure that your mental diet is okay goes a long way, you know? And I'm going to try to link some stuff down below if I can remember. If I don't, oops. But, also, let me know what you thought of this. If you appreciated this video. If there's anything that I should do differently next time. With Empress card. Once again, if you haven't been feeling super creative, you will be soon. And I feel like it's going to be like this really nostalgic energy. It's really like going back to the roots sort of energy. And as I say that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting for results, patience, perseverance, reflecting on your achievements. And for some of you, I feel like that's something that really needs to happen. I feel like this boredom that you're feeling and this stagnancy, because it's an illusion, is trying to push you into, how do I say this? Je ne sais quoi. Trying to push you into a space of gratitude and, you know, genuine appreciation for everything that you've been through and everything that you've done. Because it's like, you know, on some level, your strength and your power. But on another level, you're just like, And, you know, humility is awesome. It's cool to be humble. But at some point, and that point is seeming to be pretty soon from what I'm looking at, you're going to have to, like, shine. And it's going to be scary. It's going to be a little bit like, what the fuck is going on? But you know, if this is for you, like, what's in your life path. And it's just like, the more you resist it, the more you're going to hate it, and the more it's just not going to be pleasant. And it's like, you might as well just lean into it. But I digress. I hope that this was helpful to you. Once again, thank you for being here, and you should definitely check out the links below, and hope you have a nice rest of your day. Bye.